Can't do that. Ah! I can fly infinitely. Oh my god. Let's do this. Whoa! Can you guys believe I'm finally doing this? Hello everybody, and welcome to Spyro Reignited Trilogy for the PlayStation 4. So let's go ahead and press the X button and dive on into the menus. Now, a lot of you guys who personally watch me are going to have a lot of questions to ask, like, where's Daniela? Daniela's my girlfriend, by the way, who's done all the other Spyro games with me. A lot of you are going to be kind of upset at the fact that this is just me, possibly. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be understandable, but regardless, I'm not going to ramble on about that right now. And besides that, you all might be wondering, am I going to be doing Spyro 1? Am I going to be doing Spyro 1, 2, and 3 in a row? What am I going to do? Because these are quite a few games that are combined into one freaking package, and it'll take a while, but I'm going to answer these questions shortly after the opening cutscene. We have a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and hit the continue button. Okay, so let me explain this right now since I'm on this menu. I didn't actually mean to be on this menu. Spyro the Dragon 1, I did 120% on my own time when the game had come out. And with Repto's Rage, I played 15% of it, apparently, and I stopped playing. And that's crazy, because this was, like, really hyped during the time when it came out. But I'm assuming I had a lot on my plate at the time being, and I had just shifted away from it for a while. I have a lot of things that go on in my life, but regardless, that's what I'm here to do today, is to continue these Spyro games and actually maybe finish them out. So let's go ahead and hit up the first Spyro game, and yeah, the adventure begins, as most titles to Let's Plays will say. Part 1, the adventure begins. It's always that, right? No, I'll come up with something a bit more creative, I'm sure. Knowing me, I'm super creative, right? If you've looked at my username on my channel, you could tell that, actually. But in the world of dragons, let's go. I forget how long these loading screens are, but I'll shush. Yeah, I'll shush now.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Man, that opening cinematic is brilliant. The way that he did it through the TV and he was watching, like, that was so good. I love it. Here we go. The adventure begins. I have to say it like 10 times before you guys get that this is when the adventure begins. Let's go ahead and save our first given dragon, Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Also, might I add, I absolutely love Tom Kenny's voice acting for Spyro in this game. He sounds absolutely amazing. He never voiced Spyro in the first game, but he did voice him in the second and third one. So he reprised his role for all 3 games in the Reignited Trilogy, which I think is freaking great. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and chase this guy down real quick. Oh, jeez. I forgot how fast-paced Spyro can be. Now, if you beat him up again whenever he comes back, I think he gives like those like little marble-like gem things. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't actually have the name for them. Can you burn trees in this game? I remember you could do that in the classic. Except I don't know. I'm not. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say trees, but there were certain things you could burn around. Like look at the grass. You can't burn the. Oh yeah, it's the flowers. There's the flowers you could burn. I love burning the flowers. That's super cool. I am going to save that dragon here in just a sec. Let me go ahead and collect some gems. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and answer some of your questions real quick in case some of you have them dawdling in the back of your mind. So, first question is, am I going to be doing... Oh, shoot, get away from me. Am I going to be doing all 3 Spyro games? And that was a good question, if anyone had that. I know what, I shouldn't be putting it out there that you guys have questions for me, but just in case you do, I'm just going to answer these particular things ahead of time. I will be doing all 3 Spyro games in a row. It'll all be one Let's Play playlist. I didn't really know if I wanted to do the first game and then be like, okay, that's cool, I did that for now, I'll do the next 2 games later. But I really want to dedicate myself to beating the Reignited Trilogy finally. I've only beaten the first game on my own time, and I was like, you know what, I need to actually touch upon the other ones before I get lazy. You know, like, I put the other 2 off for way too long or anything like that, so I will be doing all of them in a row. So I'm going to answer the rest of the stuff after this. Let's go ahead and we're going to rescue Argus here. Thank you for releasing me.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisans' boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other...
Who eats a watermelon like that? I'm sorry, who eats a watermelon like that? That's weird. I'm gonna burn this sheep. And then they poop away. There you go, Sparks, got yourself some food. Now, the sheep and other various animals that you burn will give Sparks his health back. I think you get 3 hits of Sparks, then he goes away forever until you either hit an animal that gives you Sparks back, or you die. One of the 2. So, that's always a fun thing to know. I'm gonna go down here and delve for these gems. I think gems are a lot easier to collect in this game from what I know, because they sparkle from a distance. See how they sparkle? The PlayStation 1 render distance was not the best, obviously. Oh, and that jump was a lot easier nowadays than it was back then, so that's always great. Also, we got a skill point. I will be doing the skill points as well. I'm not going to be familiar with doing all the skill points like right off the bat from the back of my mind. So I think there is a menu, a guidebook, and skill points. Yeah, so it'll tell you all the skill points of every area. So I'll be sure to do every single skill point before I leave to the next section. I know in the first Let's Play I did of Spyro 1, 2, and 3, I never did the skill points. I don't even know if the first game had skill points. I know the second and third one did. But people were, picking on me for not doing the skill points. So I need to make sure that I actually do those this time around, so that way I'm not failing anyone. This will be a legit 120% playthrough and 100% on whatever games have their percentages. I don't know. They all have weird percentages. I know the first one's 120. I don't know about the other ones. But anyways, we got Delbin here.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I love how he had a painting of Sparks at hand. And second of all, he had a, what's it called? He had an art easel. Now, art easels may sound like a random little thing to bring up, but at my job, I work at an arts and crafts store part-time, and the number one thing there, well, I shouldn't say number one, but one of the number one things I hate there are art easels, because we have such big ones there that are so freaking heavy that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna break myself. I almost did one time too. That's how scary it was. But yeah, I don't like art easels, even though they are useful. I don't like them. We're rescuing Thomas.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
I just love the expression in this game. All dragons have been found. Okay, great. That means we won't be interrupted anymore with the dragon cutscenes. As much as I do love them, and they are all very unique, or most of them are very unique in this game compared to the original, they do cut me off from talking, and I hate having to stop and talk. Like, I love cutscenes, I really freaking do, but it's always awkward when I have something to say, and then all of a sudden, like, something pops up. The Let's Player's curse, I suppose, is when... Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the Let's Player. Some people talk over cutscenes, some people don't. It depends on the game for me, but I figured for a game like this, the cutscenes are so short, I'm not going to talk over them, at least most of the time. I think I talked over that watermelon guy once. Oh, shoot! No! Oh my god, that was an amateur move. I hate it when I do that. That's something I always did in the first game, every now and then, and I'd be like, why did I fall down from here? I didn't mean to do that. That was lame on my part. You do have to fall down a couple times, though, so that way... Well, 2 times, really. So that way you can gather the gems that are hanging up off these, like, little cliff tops. But yeah, let's see, what else was I going to talk about? So, another thing is, so I originally did the Spyro... I did Spyro 1, 2, and 3 all on my channel before. You guys can check those out if you desire. The first one I did is about almost 4 years old now. I did that 4 years ago. Hard to believe how crazy time passes and whatnot. And for me, I was like, okay, it's about time I redo Spyro 1, so I'm not going to redo the original game. I might as well do the Reignited Trilogy. Best way to showcase it, really. But yeah, so I did that with Daniela, and when I did that with her, that was one of the first co-commentary projects I did with her, at least one of the very first few. And we did that over Skype. We did that over a Skype call. And we now more or less do our Let's Play projects together in person, which, by the way, I 100% of the first area. Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and, I think, attempt to do this flight segment first. I always like doing the flight segment. I don't know why, I just do. I think this is how you do it right here. You can do it the other way around, I think, too. Yep, there you go. You just have to touch all the stones without, I think, retouching the previous one. We got ourselves Sunny Flight. Let's do it. But yeah, so she and I did the Spyro Trilogy all on my channel. Once again, you can check those videos out if you desire. I'll probably show them off at the end screen somewhere. But, you know, I wanted to do the Reignited Trilogy with her when the game had come out, but we just didn't have the time to spend that much time together, because we have a long-distance relationship, so we didn't really have the time to be able to do every Spyro game in such an easy amount of time. So, it was a matter of when the game came out, we actually just played it on our own time. I wanted something to enjoy for myself, and I beat the first one, like I said, but I never beat the second one or the third one. I didn't even touch the third one. And I guess I got caught up on other stuff back in this game come out in 2018? I want to say it was 2018, and then 2017 was Crash. But yeah, regardless though, I've wanted to do the Reignited Trilogy for a while, and I figured, shoot, I don't know which way I want to go. I'm probably going to fail this already, because I'm not deciding where I want to go with Spyro here. But yeah, so I wanted to do the Reignited Trilogy for a while now, and I've waited a year practically to do this. Now, I think it's a pretty good way to close out 2019. We're about to leave 2019 here shortly. And I figured a good way to end it might be with Spyro, just to kind of go on and show off one more game that came out of this decade that was amazing and great and all that kind of such. Oh, shoot. Oh, frick. Where? I died. God dang it. I'm usually pretty good at this. It's been a while, I suppose. But that's okay. We'll retry it again. But I hope none of you guys are upset that Danielle's not here. I'm sure there'll be quite a few of you who are going to be like, oh, that sucks. You know, it's not going to be the same without her because she always does Spyro games. I will confirm this, though. Even though she's not doing Reignited with me, I will be doing the other Spyro games with her, like Enter the Dragonfly, yeah, I think it was Enter the Dragonfly, and we'll be doing A Hero's Tale. That's one of her personal faves. So, I'll be doing that with her. You know what, actually, hang on. Can I pause here? Okay, you know, I'm just going to crash with Spyro. There's a certain way I like doing this, and I think I'm doing it wrong. I like going in reverse where the train is coming. When the train's coming at me, or like little choo-choo train guys here, see them? I'm going to go backwards, because when you go backwards, they come at you a lot faster. See, there's already one appearing here. I like doing it that way. What the nut? Ah, oh, god dang it! What the fudge? That's bullfrick. Alright, whatever. Whatever, you didn't see that. Nope, you didn't see that. Nope, not at all. Nope. Cover your eyes. You've seen nothing. You see nothing at all. This Let's Play is over. It's not even happening right now. Okay. Boom shakalaka. There we go. I guess gotta hit him from a specific angle, because this game's very realistic nowadays. So I was supposed to hit a certain part of that train that I shouldn't have hit. Now going backwards, I don't know if it's the best method per se, because then you're having to waste a little bit of time getting back to where you're. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one actually. This is the one I typically save last. I'll be back. I'll be back for that one too. No! Oh my god. I'm doing so bad. I need to not do bad. The flight segments are definitely the hardest part of this game in my opinion, or at least one of the hardest parts. There are certain levels that are also very challenging, but for now I will state that the flank segments are ones that will give you a little bit of run for my money. They're not that difficult, really. At least the first one's really not. I'm just making it more difficult on myself than I really should. But yeah, in short, with continuing what I was saying earlier, Daniela will be back for the other Spyro games. I wanted to do the Reignited Trilogy by myself, either a Let's Play series-wise or via a live stream. And I decided I'm going to do it Let's Play because I feel like this game deserves the highest quality showing rather than live stream quality. Live stream would have been fun as well, but I figured this is also pretty okay to do. Holy frick. Oh my god, that one guy surprised me. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Go ahead and Hit a fudge! I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. All my time is going to go into this effing flight. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? But yeah, anyway, so I wanted Reignited Trilogy to be my take on the Spyro series. That way, if you guys want a single-com version of Spyro, you've got that. Like, if you don't want co-com, you want single-com, you've got, like, 2 variations and whatnot. I will say that I definitely have improved with my co-commentary since 2016 when I did the first Spyro, so if you go back and watch that, when I did that with Daniela, it's going to be kind of night and day. Kinda, sort of, it'll be kind of night and day with me and how I talk on my games and whatnot. I'm not perfect by any means. I would consider myself a professional, per se, but I've done it enough to where I think I do a much better job now than I did before. But, yeah, one of the difficult parts that's going to be, like I said, difficult. I don't know, I'm having to say the same words twice over and over again. You're going to consider me annoying if you're new to this channel. But one of the things that is difficult about the first Spyro game, and commentating over it, is that the first Spyro game is very, I don't want to say empty, especially this version, because this one has a lot more life to it. But it's very open, very open. You're just collecting gems most of the time. There's nothing really new happening all the time. Whereas in the second and third game, they have like a pretty good story going along, whole bunch to it really, and a lot of people praise the second and third one more than they praise the first one. I absolutely love the first one. I love the simplicity of the first game, even the PS1 version where it's just, you know, opening cutscene and then thanks for releasing me, Spyro. Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. Like just constantly hearing that all the time, like nothing too new, outside maybe a couple people giving you tips on how to fly and run and all that kind of such. Where this game actually gives you a lot more to work with, people-wise, which is nice, and you know, I really do appreciate that. Oh, shoot, I'm running out of things to do, aren't I? There we go. Oh, I'm done! Oh, okay. I thought I only did 3 things. Well, there you go. See, that wasn't too bad. I made that a lot harder on myself than I really should have. Arches were done. Why were the barrels... Why did the barrels have check marks, but the other 2 don't? Oh dear. I'm gonna check my what's the word? I'm gonna check the skill points is what I mean to say. Also, you can move around and breathe fire when Spyro's loading to the next area. You couldn't do that in the first game, which I thought this was like a neat little touch when they added this in. I really wish I could have commentated over the first game when it first came out, just because I gushed over it. I was gushing all over the graphics and the music and all that kind of such. Let me check the guidebook, skill points. So, High Caves, Dr. Shimp, Peacekeepers, Town, Stonehill, Artisans, Reach Tricky Platform. Okay. Each one doesn't have its own, right? Yeah, Sunny Flight. Sunny Flight's its own thing, right? Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're okay with that area. I don't know why the other ones had check marks and the ones I... Or, well, I don't know. Some had check marks, some didn't. So I mean to say here. But see, like, they're giving us these, like, little pearl orbs. I guess you can call them pearls. They look like pearls. So I think I'll go with that. But yeah, so normally I would delve on into my favorite levels first, just because I'm biased. So like I said, I will be tackling Stonehill from the get-go, because I think it's like the Green Hill Zone, or the 1-1 of Mario and Sonic. Like, you know, Green Hill from Sonic, 1-1 from Mario. Like, this is Spyro's first level, really. So I think I should delve into this first, but other than the Stonehill, I will be tackling each area in whatever form I want. Like, I'll be, you know, playing whatever levels that I think come to my mind first, in terms of what I want to play, or whatever's most convenient for me. So don't be surprised if I go from Stonehill to a frickin', like, way later level. Like, now, I'm obviously going to beat all the levels before I take on any bosses. I think you have to beat all the levels to take on bosses. I could be wrong about that. But we'll see. Either way, though, so this is Stonehill. This is very famous for the ram here. I think you can beat them with fire. Yeah, so you can beat them with fire, but I don't know if you can beat them with ramming them. I think, let me try. Okay, yeah, okay, you can ram them. I'm trying to remember which creature it was that if you ram them, no matter what, they'll hurt you. Like, even if you yourself can ram. Might have been one. Son of a. I don't know if that's. Can I please? Thank you. I will say this: the ram in this game definitely looked more like ram. And I remember in Spyro 1, they always looked very weird. I think they were very yellow, if I'm not wrong. They had like a really yellow look to them. I might be thinking of a different creature. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I think I'll go this way. So I was getting a little dizzy there. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going in like circles. I need to make a decision. Oh, this room is very satisfying. Watch this. Boom, 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 boom. All the gems are mine. Go ahead and give me all those, thank you. And let's go ahead and rescue our first dragon of Stonehill, Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I like his hairdo. I like his hair. I don't know why that's the thing I took out of rescuing that dragon. He just had like that anime hair. I don't know. I'm weird. Either way though, so let's go ahead and pop on over here to the left. Believe it or not, what's crazy about Spyro, especially the first world, is, especially with this level in particular actually, that's an extra life too. Hello. Oh, this is actually the end of the level right here. You can just rescue this dragon, Aster, and we just leave.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
Now see, that's one of my personal favorite dragons to save, because I absolutely love that. I'm good, I'm just gonna get going now, like, oh my god, Grandpa over here is going to tell a super large story, we all don't want to hear it. So, anyways, I'm probably pushing way too much commentary into one little area, but this does return you home, so if you want to exit the level already, you can. Once again, I'm doing a 120% playthrough, so I need to gather every single gem possible. There's a key in here. Okay, I didn't remember if this was there where you unlock a chest with a key, or if this is where you got the key. And now that I'm remembering, that well at the beginning is where you use the key, so now we have that going for us. And I think I might actually go ahead and do that from the get-go. Oh, actually, you know, I'll save it for later, since it's on the way back, and it's always fun to save the chest that opens up a bunch of goodies for last. I think that ought to be a nice idea. Oh, whoa, shoot. Okay, there we go. Some of these gems, as nice as they are, and they are visible, I feel like I'm going to miss them, because everything just has so much life to it, that I'm going to be like, oh, isn't that a pretty flower? And it's actually a frickin' gem. There we go. And I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. Now, another thing to note. So for those who have never played Spyro before, which I'm sure most of you have either played or are aware of it, but for those who don't know, I've said, fun fact, once you've lost Sparks, Sparks is the one who collects the gems for you once they're nearby. If you lose Sparks, you have to collect the gems manually, which can be a pain in the butt. So make sure you keep Sparks as much as possible. I mean, granted, he's also your health, so you're probably going to aim for that anyways, but you just want to make sure you don't lose him. You lose him, life becomes a lot more difficult. Let's go ahead and collect these doohickeys first, and we're going to save Gildas. Gildas the dragon.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet!
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
Awesome. I love his giant paintbrush. That is super cool. Super, super cool. And I just love how all these dragons have so much, like, personality to them now. Like I said before, in this first Spyro game, it was very, thank you for releasing me, and then they would just leave, or they'd give you a tip. Where in this game, they will say thank you for releasing me a couple times, but a lot of them are very unique, and I think that's a thing Toys for Bob added in that I think really seals the deal with what makes this version of Spyro special. I would honestly argue that that's what it does. That's all it took. I mean, granted, everything else obviously is very important, but I would argue that that detail alone is something that people can enjoy a lot more this go-around than they did originally. Because like I said, originally, there wasn't a whole lot of personality going on. Can I not go up here? Okay, that's just a part of the scenery. I'm sorry, in this game it looked very like you could go up there. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Was this an area you can go up on? I suppose not, though. Okay, yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, nope. Nopey, nope. You can't do that. Ah! I can fly infinitely. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay, I was getting a little stuck. Can I go through here? Thank you. Cool. I don't know if you could do that in the original Spyro, but you can do that here. Also, there should be an invisible wall. Boom! Love that. Just like in the PS1 days. PSX, whatever you want to call it. I call it the PlayStation 1 days. But some people refer to it as PlayStation X or PSX. I sometimes forget what the X stands for PSX. I kind of forgot, honestly. Okay, so you have to make sure you're looking at the outskirts of this land, because the gems themselves will be really scattered around here. You don't want to miss any. Like this one right here is going to be up front. At least I'm pretty sure there were some out here in the outskirts. Unless I'm extremely wrong. Let's see. Maybe I am, maybe I am. Maybe this game made it a lot easier. I don't remember. I'll get to you in a second. I know who you are. I know how you act and what you're about. I'll figure you out later. I want to collect these gems. I'm gonna enjoy my time for at least a second before I get angry at this guy here. So I guess, yeah, now's the time to go after him, because I think I've collected all the gems up here. If I'm missing anything, I'll do another round of checking. But for the time being, we're gonna go ahead and rescue a dragon egg. I kind of forget the purpose of dragon eggs in this game. I think they're just for the sake of collectible, where in the later Spyro games they actually do have a lot more meaning, I think. I'm sorry, my memory on Spyro isn't the best right now. I don't know why. You just gotta give me a while to get readjusted, I suppose. Reignited, more like readjusted. Boom! There we go. We got ourselves a dragon egg. I will say they are a nice little extra collectible to go for. So at the very least, I'll give this game that. I like an extra thing that's not just gems. I mean, granted, gems are the most satisfying part of this game, but, you know, it's nice to have other collectibles. Now, I will say this. I had a really hard time deciding what Let's Play I wanted to do next when going into doing Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I wasn't 100% positive what I wanted to do. And typically when I do projects, I can think of what I want to do immediately. But, you know, I'll continue this after we rescue this guy, so that way I can talk about it later. But anyways, we are rescuing Gavin the Dragon.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I love it. Spyro's just got that, like, young teenager but very witty act. Like, maybe not even teenager, maybe like young adult, but starting to become a bit more witty. But he's still kind of a kid, you know? So I would argue Spyro was like, Spyro's like a teenager? Kid? I don't know, I feel like it, I don't know, personality's more like a teenager. He's got that smart aleckness. But yeah, I think we've 100%ed this world. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yes, so we have everything in Stonehill. We've done everything in Artisans, and we've done everything in Sunny Flight. So far we've got 3 of these areas done. You can exit the level via the menu screen. That is something I'll probably do a couple times depending on what level it is. I will go ahead and exit this level the old-fashioned way just because I had that option. This is not the room. Oh my god. I'm getting myself confused here. I believe that is over here. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I usually like leaving the level legitimately, but I also don't mind leaving them instantly because it does save time a little bit. And it's the same thing. You're not really changing much. But there we go. We baked in 600 gems so far, and I think that is going to be it for this episode. But I'm going to go ahead and continue what I was saying before. It was very hard to decide what I wanted to do for the Reignited Trilogy, if I wanted to do that game or if I wanted to do something else. I literally took 2 days to pick this game to do, which sounds crazy because it sounds like something I would just do. But I couldn't decide what I wanted to do in Spyro, or not Spyro, but in Let's Play stuff. And it boiled down to either doing this game or Donkey Kong 64. And I was super close to throwing Spyro to the side and saying, you know what, I need to do Donkey Kong, that's something I wanted to do. But for some reason, Spyro wouldn't leave my mind. I was just like, I gotta do Spyro. So here I am, I'm doing Spyro. And I gotta say, guys, this first episode was amazing. I absolutely loved playing this. Guys, thank you all very much for watching this. And I really do hope you guys stay tuned for the next upcoming episodes, and even Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 when I get around to that. I will say this, I think with Spyro 2 and 3, I will take like a week break whenever I go to do those. Just because, and I'm having a brain fire. I want to take a week or 2 break, or probably a week's break from doing the Reignited Trilogy, just because I want to get set up for the next games, and I don't want to juice myself out of Spyro like instantly. Like I don't want to continuously do these Spyro games before I get tired. So I'll probably give myself like a week's break, or maybe even half a week's break, or something like that. But yeah, guys, there's something I do want to bring up in the next episode. I promise I will bring it up when we go into, I believe, what is this level called? I'm really dumb, guys. I'm so sorry. This is my favorite level, Dark Hollow. Dark Hollow is my favorite level in Spyro, but I'll elaborate on that in the next episode, along with something else. But yeah, guys, make sure you leave them likes and comments. Tell me what you thought about Spyro Reignited Trilogy Part 1. I would like to hear what you guys have to say. And, yeah, I mean, what do you guys look forward to in Spyro? Do you want to see a new game from him? Do you want to see more Spyro games of this style? What other Spyro games would you like to see me do on this channel? Let me know down in the comments. And I shall see all of you guys next time. Take care. Before we end off this video, I'd like to thank those who are supporting me via Patreon. Superstar shout out to Game Clyde and Johnny Hedgewolf. If anybody's interested in supporting me, check out the description below and click the link. Until then, see y'all later.